Hello everyone, guys, this is what you are going to do in your video. You see guys, you see guys, when you are a software developer, you can develop something that work like this. You can edit, then update, can delete. You see guys, this is what you're going to cover in this video. This is what you have to love. Don't help this. See Cristiano Ronaldo. You see guys, Ronaldo. So you can come on the first page. So if you are a good software developer, you can do this. So we are doing this with PHP, MySQL, HTML and CSS only. PHP, MySQL Database, CSS only. No other things, guys. If you're more interested, do subscribe. This is what you're going to do for pagination. You see, guys, this is for pagination. If you're good or software developer, you can do next, previous, you can do fast, you can do Rust. Guys, as a software developer, you can love this. Do subscribe, guys. This is for you. This is what you have to love. This is what you have to be interested with as a software developer. I can delete all of this. You see this prompt. For example, I can update this Cristiano Ronaldo. I can update this Leo Messi. Can update this Neymar Junior. Can update this Sergio Ramos. Can update this can also do cancel. Can update this for example, I can say this Kylian Mbappe. I can create for example, I can say Thomas Moura. Guys, this is what you're going to do in our video. do subscribe, guys. Thank you, guys. See, here we can use this CRUD, no problem. So you can delete everything here. Let it read all files. This is what I was doing. Let's delete all of this. So after that, now we're going to start our project. So for the project, what we need now is we're going to use only 2 pages. So let's create a db.php. So after that, what we're going to do is to declare PHP as normal. Sorry. So in a PHP, let's declare a host. You're going to use localhost, no problem here. Then you're going to go with the database. Let's create a DB. So on DB, let's use a page, for example. Then the user that you're going to use on our DB. So let's use root and password. No password here. So after that, we need it's enough. This is enough. So, but this is too long. Let's use this semicolon. So after that, what you're going to do is to declare connection. So DB connection. So let's use percentage, for example. Let's use the SN. So which is going to be equal to. We're going to use. I'm not going to use this. Let me use this. Database MySQL. So host is going to be equal to host. You see, all things now is there. Host DB name, user, password. Let's use this. So now you see, guys, this is for this, and this for this. This is for this. So now what you're going to do, let's use an option. Let's use options. So which is gonna be equal to, you're going to use a PTO, but this server to be let me find where this is coming from. So I have it to delete it. So now let me check. Let's see what's the issue. But this is because of this. So let's close this. So now let's use video, switch is a constant. So let's use actual mode. After that we can add something like video mode exception. So after that you're going to use video. So now let's use actual default for fetch mode. So for this let's use fetch association. So after that what we need now is to let's say prepare. So now let's use that PDO then which is gonna be true, but not let's use false. So after that what we need now is the way to use try and catch blocks. But we still need something here. So now let's use try. So now let's move quickly, but you need this here. We also need user and you also need the password. So password. So after that we also need the option. So now after that what we need, we are going to catch the errors. So we need to close this, then use the catch. Let's use it. So for catch always it is for an exception. So here we use this video exception. So then we declare this variable for protecting data. So after that we use this, but I need to throw, for me I need to throw a new error. So let's use drop. Let's use new, then exception. This. So this for get message. Still need this also. So let's but I still need the video. So now after that what I need now is to get a code for integer. So for example, let's use this function here. Then I get what I need to use this get card. So after that I have to close. So now what I need for connection is now finished, so I have to save. So after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create only one file. Now let me create a new file, call it index. Let me call it index.html. So now what I'm going to do is to write the UI. HTML. So now we need head. So for heads, what you need a title. So let's call it CRUD operations with pagination. So after this title, we need also style. We need the CSS. So as you know, we need the basic to use. So now what I need, as you see header is closed, you're going to move with your body. So after that, heading 1, CRUD operations with paginations. So let's add here, I'm going to use pupil management. So after that, you're going to create a form for create and edit. So now let's write form. So for action, you don't need to write it here, but method is a post. For method, it's gonna be post. So now what we need now, we need the different things. So for this, let's what we need now is to create and edit. So you don't need to display something there, but this file can be easy if we call it, let's call it okay, no problem, let's move on. Let's use the way to move quickly. Input type. Let's use the it's gonna be hidden. Let's use hidden. Then you know, we need it to edit, so we need ID. So name ID, then value, we know this after. After writing PHP codes. So now what we need is to add heading of adding new person. But this will help us to edit, so let's use edit person, for example. So after that, we also need the heading too again. We also need to add a new person. For example. So after that, what we need the first name, last name. So input type equal text, name, choose the first name, and placeholder first name. So now value, we'll add this after. So also need to move with last name, but here you don't have these details of email. So we are going to do a few things. So after that, what we need is a button. We need a button for updates, and we're going to use update, cancel, and submit. So input type, let's use input type, let's use submit. Then value, let's use update. And the name, let's use update, no problem. So after this, we also need the button. But the button that we need is let's use button. So button type, equal button, and then this button have it to be equal to cancel. Let's use cancel for update. So now what I need is to add create button. So input type equal submit, and the name, let's call it, let's use create, So now value is gonna be created. So after that, this is the form. After form, we will need table of people. So after form, what we need now is to create a table. For table, you need the header, but use t header, t head. So after t head, use tr. So after tr, you can use th. So you see, guys. After that, what you need now, everything will be backend. So I used this .html for quick writing, but let me check how it works. Localhost /CRUD. So let me run this database. Let me run this database and start servers, Apache, and MySQL Database. So now, hello Urukundo. Okay, so now after finishing that, what we need is to run a CRUD. So let's see what's happened. Localhost /CRUD operations with paginations. So I didn't save. Let me check. Okay, no problem. So now let's write some codes. But why? So you see, guys, CRUD operation with paginations, people, edit, add a new personal. So, but as you see, we are going to write the CSS code. That make this look good. So what you're going to do now, write style page first. So you're going to write code here. So let's use body. For body, what you need now is a font family, it's a sans serif, and we need the margin. Margin is let's use 20. Then you need to run. Let's use run height of 1.6. Thanks. So after that, you're going to move the. Let me check. Something that I need to check. So now what we need, it to declare. Let me check. Let me add a div. So for this div, let me create a class. Let me call it containers now. So now after calling it container, what I need now is to close it, boring context. Now let it close this div. So now it's okay. So after that, what you're going to do, let's now on the whole body, let's move with container. So for container, what you need, maximum width. Let's make it 1000 pixels. Then margin, let's make it auto. And I don't need padding. So after that, now we are going to style table. So for table, we need for the collapse. Okay, no problem. So margin. For margin, let's use 10 pixel 0. Then we need also width of 100. So now what we need now, let's move on th, not th only, th and td. So on th and td, let's use board radius of 8 pixels, no problem, and the text align left, no problem. So now text background, th background, this is the white, no problem, let's use the white. So now th, that's a background. So now we're going to move on tiara. So tiara, let's use tiara.nv chart. So 7, no problem. So color background is white, no problem. But I don't need it here over. So I need now, I'm going to style form. What is style form? for form, what we need, I need margin only, and let's make it 20 pixels, 0 So after that, on form, I also need a padding. So for padding, let's use 20 pixel. Then I also need a border, but it's a solid. What I need now is let's use DDD. So then I don't need border. I need border only. I don't need the border radius. So for border, I need one pixel. Let's use 1 pixel. Solid DD. Then need background color, but I don't need border radius. So after that, what I need now again, I need to work on input. So for input type, let me use text, no problem. I also do submit. So for text, let's use padding, for example, not author. Let me use 80 pixel. Then for width, let me use 200 pixel. Then margin right, reduce 10 pixel, no problem. So now we're going on button is tiring. So padding, reduce 815, color white. Okay, let me use this. Let me use this, no problem. So for background color, no problem. For color, for border, none. For cursor pointer, no problem. Then white. The only thing I doubt if is let me use 15 here. Let me use a 15. Then, but I also need this is not for input only. Let's use also pattern. So let me add margin right, give it 5 clicks. Other things that I need now is so let's use this, no problem. So after that, we need the button you have input. So let's use this, no problem. Now after that, we need for example, let's use we are going to, for example, we are going to have button of actions, edit and delete, so, or update and delete. So let's use that actions. We add this. buttons with ring, no problem. So what you're going to do now, let's use text decoration. You're going to use none, then color rate, make it white, no problem. Then let's do padding. Let's use six pixels over 12 pixels. So after that, let's use border radius of 4, no problem. And then we need also margin right with a 5 pixels. Then the background color, don't want to change. Let's use this. So after that, you also need to edit pattern. Have it use BTM. It's enough. So background color, let's make it a blue. Background color, let's use 2196, for example. 2196 F3 snap. So now let's move with the delete button. Background color have to be red, and don't need color, no problem. After that, what I need now, we do pagination with a PHP and other things, but we can also do now it's CSS. So let's see for pagination. Let me create it because I know we are going to create it in table. Pagination. So for pagination, display, let's use inline block. Then margin top, let's use 20 pixels. 20 pixels. It's enough. So after that, now what we need a pagination. We'll have a rank in the paginations. So let's use A. So after that, for example, color, it can be, let's use black, for example. The any fruits, it can be left, no problem. Then padding can use 8 pixels and 16 pixels. So after that, text decoration and border radius 4. Let's use text decoration now. Then I don't need border radius, I also need border. So which is gonna be, let's make it 1 pixel. Let's use 1 pixel solid. Let's make it also white. So after that, margin. For margin you can use 0, not 5, 4 pixels. Don't need pointer. So now after that you can pagination active, yes. So you see white, green, white. Then you can also add border. So for border you can use 1 pixel, 1 pixel. Use 1 pixel. Sorry, there. Sorry. Let's see. You can use green. Let's use green for say half mil. So after that, we are also going with the pagination. With the pagination hover. But this pagination a hover, let's add. Let's use not. So for this, it is not active. So if this, you see, we have this color of green, but you can use white. This one for background. Now this is the end of our style. Let's save and see what is going on. Let's check. Now everything has now changed. Update, create, cancel. This first name, last name, actions. So now we are going to start it write PHP codes. So to write the PHP codes, as you see, you have a bra console, but counts here we have create console. So now I'm going to start it to write the PHP codes, no problem. So to write the PHP codes, what I need now is so to start it write PHP codes now, let me edit this. I'm going to call it index.php. Let me rename. I call it this because I wanted to move fast. .php. So after that, what I need now, I'm going to start at the top. So at the top, what you're going to do is now what you're going to do is to write PHP codes. PHP. So let me save and then learn again. Okay, now no problem. So to write PHP codes now, what I'm going to do is you see guys, we have to include database connection file. So this db.php. To include that, use let's use require. So for require, you can add this file name with extension db.php. So after that, let's move with setup of pagination and how many records you are going to display per page. So let's use 5 records that you are going to display for per page. You are going to display 5. It can be 5, it can be 10, it can be whatever, but you're going to use 5. So let's declare this variable with initialization. So let's use records. Let's use records per records per page. So records per page, let's use 5, no problem. I'm going to use 5 and for to get the current page number from URL default tool, I'm going to use 1. So let's declare this page have to be equal to, for example, assets page, no problem. Interval get value 1. Yes. So now offset page equal per page. Yes, it's like this. So now after that, what you're going to do, you're going to count total records and you're going to query to count all records in the table. So which means now I'm going to create a table. Let's create a table. For now, we are going to create a table. Localhost /php myadmin. So our database is the CRUD page. So now after creating page, what we need now, after creating page, what we need now is to create database. Let's call database person. For example, person or people. Let's call it people with 3 columns. So we need the ID to have it to be to 11, for example, but it has to be auto increment, which make it primary key. We also need first name. It is value character and 255. We also need last name, and it is value character 255 for envs. So now let me save it. So now I finished to create it. Okay, good. Now what you're going to do, this is our CRUD. So now what you're going to do is to continue to write the cards. So after this offset, so for this offset, as you see, it just is for calculate the offset for SQL query, how many records to skip. This is for how many records to skip. As you see, page minus this one, page minus 1 times page record, page records per page. So now we are going to count total records and the query to or count record. So now what you're going to do, right, to declare this variable, we're going to use statement. So for statement, what we need now is we are using the pedo, we are using PDO, so we have it to, we are going to query to count all records in the people records, as we created the table, query the people. So let's use this if query. So way to query we are going to use select or from. But why am I using from? I don't need to use it from. I have it to use a count, select count. So you have to use this function of count, but the count all from people. So after that, what we need is to fetch the count result with a single value. So to fetch the count result with a single value, let's declare this variable. For example, let's use total records. So for total records, it's gonna be statement to fetch. We're going to fetch column. So after that, now what you're going to do, we need to calculate the total pages needed. So we have to use round up saying. So now what we need, let's use is total pages. This can work. You see, total pages, which is equal to say number is total records / record per page. So now this is for calculate the total pages needed. So we are using round up say this. So after that, you're going to fetch records for current page and prepare SQL to get the record for current page with the limit. So the limit is out of 5. So let's use statement, which is going to be equal to this variable PDO, and you're going to use prepare. So here we are going to select. So let's use select. Let's use this select all from people, limit offset, this one, and this limit is going to be this value record page. We need only to display 5, not this. Per page we need 5, this per page. So it means you're going to bind the offset parameter as an integer. So let me use tabulation. So after this tabulation, you see bind value. We are binding the offset parameter as an integer. You see it's an offset, which is also offset value. So we need to add something here. We're going to use a PDO param int. So for integer, PDO param int. So now after that, what we need PHP database. What now we are going to bind the record per page parameter as integer. So to do that is done. You see bind value, record per page. So, but you also need to add it here. PDO param int also. So then you're going to execute query. You're going to execute query. So this query. Now what you're going to do, you're going to use this statement variable. Then let's use execute. So after that, you see you are fetching all. Fetch all. So after, you see, we are going to handle CRUD operations. So to check if form was submitted, if positive, for example. So let's use if going to use let me use server. So request method is gonna be post. So after that, you're going to do create operations. So let's use if is a post, for example, create, no problem, create. So what we need now is to get from data. So let's declare variable as first name. It's gonna be equal to first name and the last name. So after that, you're going to prepare the insert query. So for insert query, have it use prepare to insert last name and use this. So after that, but what I need here is I don't need this. Let me use mine. And now what I need is to execute with from data. So S statement use execute. So after this execute, we need first name and the last name. So after that, what we need is a way to redirect it to prevent form submission. So let's use header. It's gonna be, let me use location index.php, then exit. So after that, now what I need is what I need now is to close this. Then we need the reserve set update. So after that, we are going to work on update operations. So it means we're going to start with getting data. So or get form data including hidden ID file. As you know, we did hidden, import type hidden. So now, after this, we're going to use ID, so which is going to be equal to post, then ID. After that, we need the first name, so now as you see, you're going to write update query. So use this. After that, we need to execute it, and then we will direct it with header.php. So after that, we are going to rest, but not a true. We are going to delete for delete operations. So we also need get request. So let's use receive is a delete post ID. So now prepare statement. So after that, what you're going to do now, you're going to check the editing record. So now let's declare the edit ID, so which is gonna be equal to set then percentage, then get, let's use get, let's use edit, but now after this edit we need use null here, and here what we need the function of empty. So after that so after that, what I need now, if I declare a variable like edit person, it's gonna be equal to null. Then if edit ID is set, I'm going to fetch that record. So let's use if edit ID, select all from people, ID, and I have it to execute. So use a statement, it's gonna be execute this ID, and then we have it to add person statement. Let's use fetch, not fetch objects, let's use fetch function. So after that, now what we need, let me delete this. So now after writing this backend, what we need now is for integrating them into our form. So in our form, let's see what we have. Have a style head, and then have body. For body, we have a div which is container post. So for post, we need to include something here like for editing. So we need the PHP. So PHP, let's use if, for example, here for hiding. If, for example, let's use we need edit person variable, as you see, edit person. So now input type hidden, name ID value. Let's do this and delete this. No problem. But you see, you have input type equal hidden value, edit person. Is this true? Let me show something we need something like, let me delete this because it came automatically. So for value, what we need now is to add something like PHP. So edit personal. So this can work. Let me delete this. So after that, let me delete this. So after that, what I need for edit person, let's use also PHP house. So this PHP house, what I need is not this. So now this is what I apply. I'm going to close this or to end it. So to end it, you have to use PHP and if. But use this. So now for first name, value, give it to be first name have to be, let me use PHP also. It has to be, for example, percentage for edit person. So what we need here is the for HTML special character. So HTML special characters function with the editing person of for first name, so which is gonna be let's remove this, let's add something like that. So and let's delete this. Let's add this field is required. So after that, we are going to move with the last name. So input type last name value. So for value, it's also PHP. So we are also going to use echo edit person. So after that use HTML special characters, so which is gonna be to edit so after that this is Rust now. So after that what we need now is to add something like so require now. After that what we need now, we're going to deal with show update button, but we must use PHP if edit person let include for console let use leaf use index.php. So now I need to move this to so after that I have to close this. So for create a button when you're adding a new user, this is true, but you also need to add something like and if. So now after that what we need is to deal with table. So to deal with table, what we need now is a few things. You see we are in body. We needed to declare it. So after declare body. So for T-body, what we need is we are going to display information. So let's use for each PHP for each people as a person. Yes, true. So after that, we needed to create a TLR. After TLR, we need TD, first name and the last name, but you also need this for displaying each, so we need it to display also ID. Also need to add TD, then have it to add here ID. So now after that, what we need also a TD for actions. So let's create a class, TD class. You know, it's action buttons, as we said. So after action buttons, what we need now is to add different ranks. So let's use left. So let's use index.php edit person class edit pattern. So then delete pattern. So after that, what we need is after this delete button, we need something or message to pop up. Let's use on click. So for on click, we have a return confirm. Are you sure you want to delete this person? So this is now. So after that, TD, we need So after that, what we need now is to end each. So each have it to be let's use PHP, but let me use this. Let's use end for each. So after that, what we need now is to deal with pagination controls. So let's see if we can do that. So now what we need now is to add let's use div. So div class is gonna be pagination. So after that, what we need now is let's use PHP. So after that, let's use if, for example, if page is less than 1. If page is less than 1. If page is less than 1, we do something like this. So we need to previous page link. So let's use index.php page -1. So index.php page so let's use this. Index.php page echo let's use something like page is gonna be equal to percentage equal to this page -1. Then let's use and because you need to use number and .com. Then PHP and div. Then you also need the PHP total page plus. So this is for page numbering with current page. So let's use this for PHP for one page. See, then let's close it here. Let's close it here. So then I have then index at PHP. So page is gonna be equal to use this. Let's add something like it's gonna be equal to then let's pay. So but this have it to be something like class. So for class it use interactive and also need something like so now what you need so I need the PHP but if we go to so now after that to add something so now what we need is to end. So it's PHP. Let's use the PHP info. Now what we need is the after that need also to end delete this. For body HTML, so let's run this. See what is going on. So it doesn't work, but I have to check. Press active. Let me check where the errors are. So cross remove one. So after removing one, so after removing this one, let me check the issue. So class is active. Let's use this. So now after that, let's see the issue now. So which is internal server error. Let's find the error. Let's correct this. So after that, let's run it again. See the issue. Guys, it's fine, you know. And cross this and save. Save this also. So now let's try to add something. You see, guys, first, previous, next, first. It is done. You see, guys, Donald Trump, T, William, Alma, unleashed, CH. Now you see it's 5, B, took. You see, guys, bullet proof. You see, guys, let me add many things. You see, guys, this is what we are doing. This is what we finished to do. So guys, be sure that you can do that in your project. Hello everyone, guys, this is what you are going to do in your video. You see, guys, you see, guys, when you are a software developer, you can develop something that work like this. You can edit then update, can you delete? You see guys, this is what you're going to cover in this video. This is what you have to love. Don't help this. See Cristiano Ronaldo. You see guys, Ronaldo. So you can come on the first page. So if you are a good software developer, you can do this. So we are doing this with PHP, MySQL, HTML and CSS only. PHP, MySQL Database, CSS only. No other things, guys. If you're more interested, do subscribe. This is what you're going to do for pagination. You see, guys, this is for pagination. If you're good or software developer, you can do next, previous, you can do fast, you can do Rust. Guys, as a software developer, you can love this. Do subscribe, guys. This is for you. This is what you have to love. This is what you have to be interested with as a software developer. I can delete all of this. You see this prompt. For example, I can update this Cristiano Ronaldo. Can update this Leo Messi. Can update this Neymar Junior. Can update this Sergio Ramos. Can update this can also do cancel. Can update this